Hello, Dr. Ansari in the class. I'm so glad that I have the opportunity to talk to you today because right now there's something epic that is getting ready to happen. First time ever done at Virginia State University and really in general because not too many alumni go back to the school and give back. So the fact that this program that you all are getting ready to be invited into and be a part of this semester is going to change everything for you. So you have Dr. Ansari to think about that, so I'm excited right now. You should definitely be excited because I just remember it wasn't that long ago when I was sitting in those very seats to where I was just sort of in school, sort of going through the motions, trying to figure things out. Obviously, yeah, you know, I want to be able to pass classes and grades and all that stuff, but I didn't really have an aim when I started the school. So for me to go from those seats and thinking like that to being able to not only graduate with my bachelor's degree, not only graduate with my master's degree, but also be able to be hired by several Fortune 500 companies, coming out of school making straight 60 grand as soon as I came out, being able to not only do that for my career, but also be able to give back and become an author of multiple books, be able to be interviewed by, ABC News, radio stations, news stations, being able to meet with celebrities, being able to, just continuously give back and train hundreds of students online, YouTube, across my pages, selling books. So for me to go from that, from being in the engineering department, computer engineering major, from there to where I'm at now, it's been a blessing, and I'm excited about it. But today is not about me. Today's about you, and it's about helping you make that next step. And throughout school, this is a brand new semester, so you're here to really make it happen. You know how your teachers always say, you start off with an A, right? But you got to be able to sustain that A. So how do you really do that if you're not being conscious about it? If you're not trying to score 30 in the game, right? And that's not your entire focus. Nobody's keeping you on task and on track. How are you going to be able to do that, right? So that is what I'm here to do today. So again, if Dr. Ansari already said, my name is Terrell Jones. I'm a college development mentor, which recently I just changed it to I am a graduation mentor, where I train students on how to excel academically, develop professionally, and be joyous on the journey to graduation. And specifically with this video is what I'm talking to you about today is you being a part of my office hours live cast. This is a Facebook live session that I'm gonna be doing each and every week throughout the semester, and I'm doing a special invitation to Dr. Ansari's class so you all can continuously sustain and be able to be good in your grades, and make sure that I know many of you are, some of you juniors, seniors, some of you just in that place now where you're going to be making that transition soon into the real world, and you got to start preparing yourself for it. So that's really what you have to look forward to, and I'm going to tell you more about that. But I just want to make sure that you all understand like the type of learning, type of training that you're gonna get, and what the value that this brings. Because I know many of you here right now, one, have grades that you want to get up, right? You want to be able to raise your grades. That's one. That's pretty obvious. But I also know that there's many of you right now that's in a place that you want to be able to graduate, but not only graduate, because many students, and that was sort of me when I first started this. I know I want to graduate, but I never really thought about what was going to happen after I graduate. Like, yeah, I know I want to get into my career, but specifically what I want to do and what does that look like for me being able to transition into the real world. So that one of the things that we're going to be talking about on these weekly sessions is you being able to make sure that you make that proper transition into the world. Not only graduate, but get into the real world. And there's going to be other things we're going to talk about too. This is like college success. So if you having problems, if you want to join an organization or fraternity or sorority on campus, what does that really look like? So, as good as all of those things sound, I want to do this, I want to be able to graduate, get into the career, the good grades, join organizations, teams, or whatever. As good as all of those things sound, we know that there's going to be some challenges on the way to trying to do that, right? We know that one, if you're trying to, raise your grades, then it's going to be some sacrifices, right? So sometimes it's hard for us to say, I want to get good grades, but I don't want to miss out on the other things that I could be doing. I could be, partying, turning up, getting late, whatever. I could be doing anything, but I still want to get the grades, but I don't want to miss out on my college experience. You know what I'm saying? So it can get kind of hard, or you're in a place where it's like, yo, I'm getting too much work. I don't even know. Like, I'm trying to handle these things, but it's hard for me to try to, handle all of these 5-6 classes, because every teacher act like you don't have other classes. You get what I'm saying? And so it makes it sort of hard to juggle everything, and then not speaking of, making it hard just for you trying to handle and understand this FAFSA process, and you trying to pay for all of these books and these back to school supplies. So it can get really tough. Other students, you might find yourself in a situation, similar to this. Like, you want to be able to engage yourself more on campus, so you might see that org on campus, or you might see that fraternity and sorority on campus, and you're trying to figure out, all right, how do I get a part of it? How do I join? And you're trying to figure out those things. Like for me, I was a part of a couple organizations on campus. I started off in this very department doing NSB, and that was my first foot in the door. Then, I'm also in the Men in New Water. I'm a man of Phi Beta Sigma. So, I know a little bit of something about joining, organizations. So, but these are the type of things that we're going to be talking about each and every week. So, it's an exciting thing. If you don't know me personally, listen, when I came to school, I was just a kid from the Bronx, New York. Came into school and I didn't know what was happening, I didn't know what to expect, because the environment that I grew up around didn't promote college. You get what I'm saying? You know how you got some kids that have family members that say, you're gonna be a lawyer, you're gonna be a doctor, you're gonna be in this fraternity, you're gonna be in that sorority, you're gonna go to that school. And for me, it was none of that. For me, what I grew up around was drug dealers, drug addicts, con artists, gangs, fighting, and murder. Those are the things that I saw growing up as a kid. So you can imagine the type of mindset that I came into college with. Like, if you see all of these, people in groups grouping up together, and it just looked weird to me. So when I got to school, I wasn't really as focused as I could have been. I was focused on the girls. I was focused on, partying, drinking. I was focused smoking. I was focused on doing everything else than what I really came to school for. And I could have easily became a statistic and end up dropping out, because I know plenty of students that didn't make it. But there were 3 things that really changed it for me, and that's the reason why you see me being in a position right now where I'm able to give back to my school. You get what I'm saying? Where I'm able to give back and help other students get through the process too. So, so that's the whole reason. And these 3 things, and I'll tell it to you real quick, that really helped me was, 1, I joined the organization on campus, because when I first came, I didn't, although, I rolled with a small crew. I was in a place where, like, I was constantly worried about people going to judge me or whatever the case is. So when I first joined SB, that helped me. I was in a department. I was able to start knowing more teachers. I started, Dr. Garcia and Ansari, and I started Dr. Garibon. I started meeting all these different teachers, Dr. Davis. And as I was engaging with all these different teachers and started learning and being a part of the program, it started giving me more confidence, and I started getting out there and being a part of different taking up different roles and committees. So that really helped. Second thing that really helped is just the fact that I started learning more, and as I started learning more, it got me to a place where I started being able to raise my grades and start thinking about internships and doing those type of things. And then the third thing that really helped me was the fact that I had a purpose and an aim where I wanted to go, and that didn't happen until I was like a junior, or senior. And I started aiming myself a little bit more. So I'll tell you more about my story and these things as we go throughout this live course. But I just really wanted you to to be able to see, what can really be possible for you. And then putting all of that together, that's when I was able to, boom, graduate with my bachelor's and get into the jobs and the GEs and all of these other, companies, Fortune 500 companies, and then be able to get my master's. So, it's been a blessing. But the only reason I'm telling you this is because it happened because I purposely decided to make it happen, and then once I was able to make it happen, then I started working with other students and train other students to do the same thing. For instance, there was this one student, named Erin, and she was in a place where, she started school excited, right? When she went to HBCU, and when she did one good semester, and then second semester, finances started looking shaky. So I'm having a conversation with her. She's like, you know what, Terrell, what I want to do is I think I'm gonna stay out this semester, or probably for the next year, because I really don't have enough to make the ends meet right now as far as paying for tuition. So I'm just gonna stay out, and then I'll go back to school next semester. And I'm telling her, like, no, don't do it, don't do it. I'm telling her don't do it because I know students personally who dropped out, or said they was gonna take some time off, and then by the time they started taking the time off, they started getting responsibilities, job, they might have got pregnant or whatever the case is, then they got all those responsibilities or got a raise, promotion, right? And then at that point in time, once they got so much responsibilities, it's like, well, I can't drop that now to start going back to school. So so it can really happen. Just getting a few pieces of advice to help you chart the path that so many that so many people before you have came can make it a lot easier for you, right? So be excited about that. So specifically, okay, so what is this? So it's called the Office Hours Livecast, and what this is like I said, it's a Facebook live session. It'll be once a week. I'll probably do it like on a Sunday, probably like around 4 o'clock. And what's going to happen is you'll be able to log in. And the great part about this is, one, you'll be able to, of course, access it on Facebook, and you're also going to get access to like a members area, so you can watch it just in case like you're not on Facebook or something. And then what's going to be great is this is going to help you move towards the next level. These are the only things that you need to be paying attention to keep you laser focused, so you can be able to graduate and get into the career that you want to get into. All right, so that's really what you have to look forward to. You'll be able to ask questions, and it's going to be very, very fun. It's going to be a community of us going through. Now, this is a beta program, so it's going to be a small group of us, and we're going to be on there. And as I'm building this program out, right, you'll be able to provide the feedback. You'll be able to, so basically we're the pioneers right now going over the hill, and you're going to be able to take that journey with me, because eventually after this it's going to be rolled out to like the rest of the school. But I said I got to start with my own department, so this is going to be fun. I'm going to give out some small prizes and for the people who show up live. So you want to make sure that you're showing up to succeed every single week. So you're gonna be getting emails from me. This is gonna start on February 5th, Sunday, February 5th, right? And I'm gonna give you the additional details in your email, right? Until then, for like the next 2 weeks or so, I'll be sending out some blog videos, or I'll be sending out some articles, or whatever I send out as far as content and training. You're gonna just read those and really just try to integrate it and apply it in your life, all right? So it's gonna be fun, and you're gonna have a chance to be a part of this, all right? And so first thing first, what we're gonna do right now, Dr. Ansari is gonna give you access to a link. This link is gonna be where you're gonna sign up at. So you're gonna sign up, put all your information in, make sure you put your email in, address and everything in correctly, and you're gonna automatically be added. All right, and at that point in time, I'll continue to communicate with you. We'll talk, and it's gonna be epic. We're doing something big for the department right now, right? So until then, till I see you on the other side, I want you to continue to grind, continue to make things happen. I'll see you before then. We'll talk, like I said, through the emails and on the first live cast, all right, and through the blog video. So until next time, continue to focus, continue to grind, and I see you soon.